Welcome to this fast action hypnotic questioning training. If you're wondering, I wonder if my client's problem is resolved. I wonder what that looks like. And if you're wondering how to actually know and what to look for inside your sessions to know that your client is in that moment in time resolving their problem, this clip that I'm going to show you is going to show you very, very clearly what happens if you have done your job correctly, if you have if the root cause of the client's problem is dealt with or being solved by the unconscious mind. This is what it looks like. And for this particular clip, I want you to notice what is happening. I want you to notice what is going on in the session in terms of who is talking. Okay, is it the client talking or is it the hypnotherapist talking? You want to definitely observe this and contrast it to how you are currently doing your sessions and see the difference.
I can't believe how clear that feeling is. I just keep getting, I don't know what it is. It's like a hard no, hard no, hard no. Just, is this
This is where Deb is just solving her problem right here. So in the hypnotic questioning world, this is what we call a therapeutic trance, not just the artificial trance that you may have learned how to do in your hypnosis trainings, where you ask your client to close their eyes, take deep breaths, look up to stimulate the alpha brainwave state. We don't do that kind of trance. We do a therapeutic trance just like this. Remember, I asked you to notice what's happening in the session. And so it has been a minute and 40 seconds of mostly silence. You, the hypnotherapist here with Stephen, you didn't even hear him talking. You heard me talk as I was instructing, as I was training, letting everyone know who was there that Deb is solving her problem as she transes out here and just looks down. This is Deb's very unique way of solving her problem. This is what her trans looks like at this moment in time. And this is why it is so important to not use techniques, to not use scripts. First off, if I use a hypnosis script, if I use an NLP technique right here, I would have fucked up the amazing thing that is happening here, which is Deb in silence, her mind solving her problem. To the untrained eye, it may look like she's doing nothing, but there is a lot happening. If you ask your clients afterwards what's going on there, they will all tell you that, holy shit, there's a lot happening. This is the power of knowing how to ask your questions, what to ask, and what information to focus on, because it leads to therapeutic trances like this. And as I mentioned, there was barely any talking from the therapist. You didn't even hear Stephen say anything during this, just me and I'm instructing, right? And even then, the silence is what makes it therapeutic. I call this the shut the fuck up technique. This is very, very useful, especially for situations like this, because as you can see, Deb is just solving her own problem her own way. Why do we, as the hypnotist, as the coach, the therapist in our sessions, why are we doing all the work when this is a lot more powerful because it is her unconscious mind solving a lifelong problem, right?
Now I'm just getting that it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Whoosh. um, it doesn't even matter.
So this is a great moment in our sessions in particular, especially when our client goes into this therapeutic trance. She was drifting off in her own trance for about a minute or so. And in that minute, it's a minute and in silence for you, especially if you're not used to this process, it can feel so, so long. But a minute in the time land inside the nervous system, inside our unconscious mind, that is a lot of problem solving. It's very, very, very powerful what she did there. And afterwards, in the hypnotic questioning program or the method, we call this a resource. So her saying it doesn't even matter is her own resource. That is what we would normally call the suggestion, right? This is the resource that she came up with. This is the solution that her unconscious mind came up with after that minute or so trance. This is very, very powerful because even afterwards, she kept on mentioning it doesn't even matter. When we did the hypnotic testing with her, she also then came up with a resource that it doesn't even matter with regards to her problem. So this is her own suggestion her unconscious mind made and or gave her, and this is the most important suggestion ever. Before the session, during the session, neither I nor Stephen here would have completely predicted what she would say or what suggestion she would say. Absolutely impossible to prepare and know that. We didn't know that what she'll say was it doesn't matter, but this is exactly the solution and a resource she needs. This is why we do not ever prepare or give our clients suggestions because our clients give themselves the suggestion. Why would we fuck things up and guess and really just throw spaghetti on the wall when our clients can just do all the work and do the therapeutic process themselves, which is a lot more, 1,000,000,000 times more transformational and powerful for the client than a suggestion made by the hypnotist, which is just a guess.
Uh,
So what doesn't matter?
what's going on outside of me? It doesn't even matter. It's it keeps slipping into trance. Thinking about everything outside of me. And I can't help but just laugh at it.
And so this clip
Yeah.
was three and a
Just
half
doesn't matter.
minutes long. And as you can see, it's very simple, very, very powerful. She came up with that resource of it doesn't matter. Was questioned by Stephen. That's when you heard him testing, what do you mean? What doesn't matter? Because she just came out of the trance and she said everything outside of me. And that was her resource. She then mentioned here it doesn't even matter. All I can do is laugh about it. And if you actually see the end, I do have a mini training here with regards to hypnotic testing. When we tested her at the end, she kept laughing and saying it doesn't matter. So her unconscious mind has given her this wonderful resource of laughter and just saying it doesn't matter and having that nonchalant, it is what it is type approach. I don't know about you, but if you had that, it just doesn't even matter. The external stuff doesn't even matter. If that was your attitude now moving forward in your life, how much more transformational is that? And this is what happened with her. And I don't even think I mentioned this earlier, but her presenting problem was overeating. What does a laughter and it doesn't matter have to do with overeating? Fucking a nothing. Or we don't know consciously as the facilitators, as the practitioner, it may mean nothing to us, but it meant so much to her. This is why suggestions, affirmations, audios are completely out of the box, out of the picture inside our sessions, because there was no way we could even predict that her resource, that her solution is to say it doesn't matter and just laugh about it. We couldn't have known that. How can we, right? We are not inside Deb's mind. And inside hypnotic questioning, process, the main principle we live by is we enter our client's world. We do not create something for them. We do not create a metaphor for overeating. We allow the client to open up their world so that we can observe and just have fun with them. And here is what happened. She solved her problem within a minute or so in that trance, came up with a perfect solution for her, which was very unusual. And in her hypnotic questioning sessions, the solutions are quite unusual, just like this. It doesn't matter, and laughter. This is the true power of knowing symptom versus root cause. And this is what's going to really compound Deb's transformations moving forward, just allowing her to find her own answer, her own resource, laugh about it, and just have a very cool, nonchalant approach with regards to her life moving forward, because this just doesn't happen with her symptom of overeating. This also shows up everywhere in their life. And so I hope you learned a lot from this. I hope that you have opened up your mind with regards to suggestions. I'm very, very much against them for this particular reason. I'm very much against therapists and practitioners talking too much in their sessions. We barely talked here. She did all the work, our client did, which is the fucking point, right? That's why our sessions are so much more powerful. We give more value for our clients. Results are extraordinary instead of just good or okay compared to traditional methods, because of these super simple principles that you can learn inside the Neurosync Hypnotic Questioning Program. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, let me know and I will see you around. Let's make a massive impact together, one question and conversation at a time.